Ds of basketball there.
4 Ds of basketball, 4 points for Diallo, 2-point lead by the Golden Rams, 8-6. You talked about the last couple of possessions where the Morehouse Maroon Tigers have come up with some blocks. They're averaging over 4 blocks a game. That's 3rd in the conference, so they get it done. Driving towards the basket, putting it up and in is Christian Lamar. And the Morehouse Maroon Tigers, they respond with 8 points of their own. There's 14-18 remaining in the first half of play. We have a full timeout, but we're going to keep it right here. So talk about answering the comeback as Coach Harold filling in for Coach Whitler, doing a nice job in responding.
Well, you know, Coach Harold Clay is 2-0 as an interim coach. And, you know, coming off this victory last Thursday against Albany State, one of the things we talked about was not being complacent against Albany State. Morehouse is 8-2 in the last 10 games against Albany State. And so there can be a tendency to take a team for granted, but you don't want to do that. You know, Albany State's going to come here. They're going to come to Forbes Arena. I should know this. I went to school.
You did go to school here, right? You were a football standout here back in the late 90s. I mean, am I like, you're not an imposter, are you?
No. Believe it or not, I thought my games against Tuskegee, I thought I was going to the league. But here at Forbes Arena, you don't want to, Albany State, they're going to come in off a 2-point loss against Morehouse. They had a win against Clark. So, they're familiar with each other. They're ready to play. And Morehouse has got, like I said, even with the winning streak, the recent victory, you don't want to take this team for granted and give them a chance. So they got back into it. They were down by 8. It's 14 to go in the first half, and now we get basically the game starting over at 8.
And the Morehouse Maroon Tigers, here's a program that went 21-7 last year, 15-2 in the conference under what was then first-year coach Doug Whitler, who took over for the late Grady Brewer. But let me also say this while we're on the subject. One of the things I respect about the Morehouse basketball tradition of their program, their assistant coaches, they do just that. They coach. So when Coach Brewer was here all those successful years, it was Doug Whitler that was handling the majority of the day-to-day operations, as well as running the practices, etc. And so we see that Harold is doing the exact same thing behind Coach Whitler. So it's a natural progression. So he's prepared for this moment.
Yeah, you talk about a coaching tree and just, teaching. You're not only teaching and coaching players, you're teaching and coaching the future coaches in basketball. HBCU basketball, Morehouse basketball, SIAC basketball. I'm sure Coach Clay has his own ambitions and things that he wants to accomplish in his coaching career.
Morehouse will swing the basketball around. Diallo with the 17-footer off the rim, cleared out by the Golden Rams. Nice rebound by Reggie James. James in control with the basketball. His squad looking to respond to a 10-0 run by the Morehouse Maroon Tigers. Speaking of number 10, Javion Johnson, the nice dish off, and there's a basket. Kendon Maddox with his first 2 points of the game, and we're tied at 10. Tigers running their offense. Diallo with the pick. Now going to the bucket and scoring the basket is Robert Dixon. So he's on the board for the very first time this afternoon.
Yeah, he took that straight to the hole like he was practicing against some players at Archer Hall. That's the gym next door where we do intramurals.
That's the intramural gym.
That's the intramural gym. That's right. That's where you become a playground legend over there.
In control of the basketball is Javion Johnson. In the corner, Simmons, who just checked in. Jaleel Simmons throws the basketball away. Nice job by Morehouse on that steal. This club, 5th in the league in steals, averaging close to 8 steals a game, 7.7 to be exact. Diallo, low in the post. He goes up, left hand, no. Grabbed out of there by Reggie James. And now Coach Gales wants motion for this offense.
One of the things that Coach Clay wants to focus on was offensive rebounding, and you can see who's about to come into the game. Some bigger, stronger bodies over there, so we can get control the offensive glass as Evan Williams pushes it up.
3-on-2. Going up and off glass, good. Robert Dixon has 4 points. So we've got 3 Morehouse Maroon Tigers with 4 points each. Williams, Dixon, and Mohammed all with 4 points tonight. 14-10, they lead. Simmons to Moore. Back to Simmons, 2-man game now. Simmons wants a pick, here it comes. Maddox sets it, he rolls. They'll relinquish. Johnson with the jumper. Too long. Keep playing, gentlemen. And it's going to be white basketball. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the referee crew, the officiating crew tonight. The referee in charge is Amado Ortiz. The umpires, Karim McDougal, as well as Mickey Cunningham. There's a timeout on the floor. Let's take 1-2 with our score. Morehouse 14, Albany State 10. You're watching SIAC basketball on the Black College Sports.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
That spin class was brutal. Well, you can try using the Buick's massaging seat. Ooh, yeah, that's nice.
Can I use Apple CarPlay to put some music on?
Sure, it's wireless.
Pick something we all like. Okay, hold
on.
The all-new Buick Envision, an SUV built around you, all of you.
Welcome back in, everybody. Forbes Arena, Duane Walker along with Rick Polk. Tell me about the 3 keys coming into this one for the Morehouse Maroon Tigers.
Wayne, first of all, you're way too kind to be continuously call me a legend, but I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it.
You can be a legend in your own mind.
I am a legend in my own mind. But the 3 keys we got that Coach Clay wants to focus on here is to fix the defensive mistakes from the last few games, focus on offensive rebounding, and he's going to go 10-11 deep. So he's going to have some what we're going to call some stay-ready all-stars. He wants his players to be ready, to stay ready, so when they come in, they'll be ready.
Well, speaking of 10 and 11 all-stars, number 11, Robert Dixon, just scored his 3rd bucket of the game. He's got 6, and his squad leads by 6, 16-10. Driving the lane, putting it up and scoring. That's number 12, Maxwell Harris. Maxwell Harris out of Wheeler High School. That Larry Thompson job over there at Wheeler High School. Speaking of which, shouts out to D.A. Lane. He's a legend. University of Georgia as well as Wheeler. I know he's an avid basketball fan. Albany State on the counterattack. There's a Jimmy. Offline. Rebounded by Dixon.
I gotta like the way Albany State's moving the ball right now. The shots aren't falling, but there's a lot of activity on offense. Passes, cuts.
Amon Decker is in the ball game for Morehouse, replacing Diallo. We've got Dixon rolling. He'll have that one picked away. Harris with the steal. He goes up off balance and fouled up and in. Kendon Maddox with the foul. He's got 4.
Coach Gale's got him picking him up full court right now. Look and see if they try to pressure Morehouse. Morehouse has had an issue against presses for the last few games.
Christian Lamar will give it up to Decker. Over to Lacewell.
He's going to go to work. This kid, he likes to score the ball.
Talk about it. Talk about it, Rick. Snatched out of there by Dixon. On the transition come the Golden Rams. They'll hold high and run their offense. Dixon looking for his shot. He needs to get out of the lane. Wofford, too strong. And we're going to have a foul. I don't believe we've had a foul all afternoon long.
You're absolutely correct. This would be the first one for the game. Usually don't see that with 12 minutes of clean action.
Oh, that's what it's been too. Nice and clean. That personal foul went against the Albany State Golden Rams. Maurice Dixon, that's his first personal foul, first team foul of the half, as we mentioned before. Substitution now for the Maroon Tigers, checking in Jamel McNair, number 21. Evan Williams with the basketball, controlling the show for the Maroon Tigers. Ooh, McNair may have picked up his pivot foot there. Nothing called. Nice spin move. Oh, and he loses the basketball. Let's see if they call it going up.
Well, it's 2023. We don't call traveling unless it's blatant. You have to literally walk to the scorer's table with the ball to get called traveling in 2023, or hit a step back jumper.
Right, one or the other. All right, stepping to the free throw line is Amon Decker. First attempt is on the way. It's no good. Decker came in shooting 80% from the line, 4 of 5 from the year. Now make that 5 of 7. 17-14. Morehouse lead. Cheerleaders yelling defense, defense. Behind the pack pass, a little too fancy, and that's going to end result a turnover. Ibn Williams will cap that the other way. 3-on-1 if they hurry. Williams, no look. Reverse layup, good. Amon Decker. He's got 3.
That's how you run transition offense right there. You got to put 3-on-1. You got to get a bucket right there.
If I'm a betting man, I'm going to say that number 13, Taryn Wofford, is going to check out of the ball game after that ill-advised behind-the-back pass. As a matter of fact, we're going to have a hockey change for the Albany State Golden Rams next break. Wofford offensive rebound, good.
Yeah, it looks like Coach Gale's going full platoon over there. He might come with the pressure. Get some fresh bodies, some fresh legs, and just try to run on them.
Hey, they've got fouls to give, too, with 7:05 remaining in the first half of play. Duane Walker, Rick Polk, hope you're enjoying it here on the Black College Sports Network. SIAC basketball. Nice pass to the cutter, but blowing the bunny was Christian Lamar. Counterattack. Traveling violation. So it's called KYP. Know your personnel. There's a break in the action with 6:45 to play in the half. Our score, Morehouse 19, Albany State 16. Let's take time out here on the Black College Sports Network.
It's like a loop machine.
At HBCUs, there's no limit to who we can be. Black and inspired and thriving. Black and magnetic and sing. From the classrooms to the quad, our passion is our purpose. We are leaders and legacy. So when you look at what we accomplish next, you'll know where it started. For who you are and who you want to be, we're here.
I'm a millionaire. I'm not a millionaire? I'm a millionaire? I'm not a millionaire.
Crypto is complicated, but as a tax expert with crypto experience, you can hand your taxes off to me. You do your thing, we've got your taxes. Intuit, TurboTax Live.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, just $12.99. Only from Pizza Hut. No one outpizzas the Hut.
It's like a loop machine.
People think unusual circumstances means complicated taxes. But for a TurboTax...
And welcome back to the action. Duane Walker with Polk, Forbes Arena here on the campus of Morehouse. 6 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half of play. Maroon Tigers enjoying a 3-point lead. They have the basketball, working right to left, as you can see. Driving towards the basket, putting it up and in. Janelle McNair, his first 2 points of the game. And right now, Rick, who do you think this momentum is favoring, even though it's just a 5-point lead by Morehouse?
It's a 5-point lead by Morehouse, but I want to say the Morehouse still has the momentum, although you can hear the Albany State faithful that are in the building cheering on their teams right behind us saying defense.
Oh, we have an offensive foul. So Jaleel Simmons, a little off balance, correction, Jaleel Stevens, excuse me. A little off balance on that play. Jaleel Simmons, the 6'6" senior out of Plainfield, New Jersey. Wonder how his young son is doing. Had an opportunity to talk about his young son earlier last year. He's a proud papa, and man, it's nothing like having kids, Rick. They're like it's kind of like your whole life changes once you get kids. You know what I mean?
Yes, I actually do. I have 4 kids myself. A junior at Howard University.
Okay.
A junior in high school.
Okay.
3rd and 2nd grader. So
wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
My life is no longer my own. That's for sure.
Well, look, man, I'm on the board too, man. I got on the board twice. I've got a 21-year-old in college at Washington University in St. Louis, and a 13-year-old that's being homeschooled right now. So life is good. All right, on the counterattack, here comes Albany State. James kicks it in the corner. There's a shot. It's too strong.
Yeah, he shot that with confidence, though. As soon as he got the ball, he knew he was putting that up.
Lacewell on the clear, relinquishes to Eden Williams. Williams saying, I don't need that pick, big fella.
Lacewell better be careful there. He could pick up a cheap foul doing something like that.
Believe it or not, the Maroon Tigers have yet to be assessed with a personal foul. They've got 0 team fouls, so they can play as aggressive as they'd like the last 5 minutes of this half. 4:57 to be exact as we tick it down.
Aggressive but smart. And picking up a foul down there doing that wouldn't be smart.
Fans yelling defense. This Morehouse Maroon College Tiger program, they lead the SIAC in attendance this season.
That's a good thing to hear, that here in the AU we're going to show up and show out.
Going off glass, speaking of showing up and showing off, that's Nate Lacewell. You talked earlier about him trying to go to work. Those were his first 2 points of the game, but certainly not shy on that offensive effort.
Oh no, Lacewell he's a scorer. He's going to get buckets for this team. He comes in off the bench. You know, expect him to go to work on the offensive side of the floor.
James will give it up to Simmons. Simmons looking to go one-on-one, spinning. Gives up his dribble. Almost turns the basketball over. Now he does. Stolen away there by Christian Lamar. Lamar to Williams. Williams, bang! 3-point banger, as a matter of fact. And Ben Williams leads all scorers with 7. And there's a timeout on the floor. We'll take this timeout too with our score. Morehouse 26, Albany State 16. You're watching SIAC basketball on the Black College Sports Network.
Life expert like me, it just makes things interesting. So, give us everything you've got.
What if I'm a professional gamer with a ton of expenses?
If they help drive views, let's talk deductions.
What if I'm in a state with no income tax, but my survival videos are viewed in 38 countries?
I can help. And if this is a business dinner, save those jerky receipts. An interesting life can mean an even greater refund. You do your thing. We've got your taxes. Intuit TurboTax Live.
Verizon just gave us all a brand new iPhone 13.
We've been customers for years. I thought new phones were for new customers. We got iPhone 13s too, switched to Verizon 2 minutes ago.
Ours were busted, and we still got a shiny new one.
Check it out. So wait, everybody gets the same great deal.
I think that's the point.
iPhone 13 on us for every customer. Current, new, everyone. On any unlimited plan, starting at just $35. All on the network more people rely on.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
When you work in IT, complaints are part of the job.
Bill says the coffee's weak today.
But since
Welcome back in, everybody. My name is Duane Walker, my broadcast partner, Rick Polk. You're watching the best in SIC college basketball on a lovely Saturday afternoon in the ATL, where the Morehouse Maroon Tigers enjoy a 10-point lead, 26-16 with 3:31 to play. What do you think was said over in both of those huddles, Rick?
Well, I think, first of all, Coach Clay wants his team to keep the pressure on, keep doing what they're doing. They took a 16-point game that was tied up at 16 and opened up a 10-point lead. On the other side, Coach Gale's got his team needing to cut down on the turnovers and focus on defense. They're not. It's still early in the game, although it's late in the first half. Still got a lot of basketball to be played, so let's just not let this thing get away from us early on.
Maroon Tigers, they are on the offensive attack. That one is short, attempted by Robin White Jr., making his first appearance this afternoon. Maroon Tigers loving that defense. Now they put it down low. That one is swatted out of there, but there's going to be a foul. Mickey Cunningham, our umpire, is going to call a hack on the arm.
You know, you mentioned attendance, and I got to tell you what, we've got a good mix in here with the Albany State alumni. And, you know, living in Atlanta, being here on Morehouse campus, I promise you, every HBCU, especially in the SIC affiliated schools, have a strong alumni base here in Atlanta. So they're the Morehouse fans, students, alumni are going to show up for this game, but Albany State, their fans and alumni, they're right here on our campus.
Yeah. And exciting things happening at both programs, especially on the gridiron. The Golden Rams, they have a new football coach. Is Coach G. Gardini is taking another position, another head coaching position. And then, of course, Morehouse going through their transition on the football field. I know you as a former player here can't wait for them to hit that gridiron on that the new facility.
Yeah, well, we're interested to see the direction that the program goes in. I'm in constant contact with other Morehouse Football Alumni Association members, and we've got a group me where we talk about what's going on with the program. Some things good, some things not so good. So we're gonna keep living our creed and keep giving back to the program and helping to guide the new students.
Gotcha. On the transition, here comes Albany State. Harris goes up, lays a little too short, but there's going to be a foul.
Yeah, he's shooting two on that one.
Foul went to Robert Dixon, just his first personal, third team foul of the half. So since Maxwell Harris is in the act of shooting, he'll step to the free throw line. Harris from the Atlanta area, from Loganville, shooting 62.7% from the free throw line this season, and he connects on that first one. He comes in averaging 8.2 points per game, and he had a big showing at the end of last season against Morehouse in this very same building. Second attempt is on the way. That second attempt is good as well. So Harris has 4 points as his squad now trails by 6, 26-20.
Here comes the trap. Here comes the trap.
Needs to get out of that hot spot right there on the court. That's one of the hot spots on the court. You want to spread it out, young man. Lacewell, get out of the corner.
Lacewell hit him with a globetrotter dribble real quick at the top. That's Richardson knocks down the three.
And believe it or not, Rick, that's Richardson's first score of the game. He's their leading point getter. 29-20, a 9-point bulge now.
He may have just gotten started, but he's going to end up with at least 15.
That shot a little off kilter.
I once saw an episode of Showtime on HBO, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar told the coach he's going to finish with 30.
And did.
And did.
And did. That was a little too long. Eben Williams with the offensive rebound. Lacewell spins in the lane, gives up his dribble. White Jr., ooh, a little too strong.
I think he should have taken the jumper on that one.
No doubt. Dixon clears for Albany State. Harris loses the basketball. They scrum for it. And Wofford a little too tricky with the dribbling. It went off Wofford. He tried to play it off. Wofford tried to get a little Nancy fancy with the basketball. And you look at Coach Gales, he's saying, hold on to the ball. A fundamental tendency of a lot of players, when the basketball is loose, players tend to try to not grab the ball with two hands to reserve their possession. They try to dribble it off the loose, and that's where problems ensue.
Yeah, that'll definitely end up with a turnover. And now it's Morehouse coming back the other way.
15-second differential on the game clock and the play clock. Williams to White Jr.
Man, that defense is tight right now. He's up in his shirt.
Wofford is wearing them right now. Speaking of defense, they're heckling him all right. As Parker reaches in, they're